Yo, what is up, wrestling fam? Welcome back to the Wrestling Heat. I am your host here, Easy Q, and I am bringing something a little different tonight. Tonight, y'all will be getting my predictions for AEW's All Out of 2021. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Am I going to rack up them W's like I've been over on the WWE side on my predictions? I don't know. Let's find out right after this too sweet intro. And alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my very first time trying to take on an AEW pay-per-view, and that is All Out of 2021. And here we go with my predictions. Very first matchup that I have for y'all is Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Wheeler Yuta, Jurassic Express taking on Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2. And I got a strong predictions that Orange Cassidy, Chuck, Wheeler, and Jurassic Party will be taking that W, and Matt Hardy, Private Party, and TH2 will be taking that big fat L, baby. Moving on to the second matchup that I have for you. It's a 21 women Casino Royale, and hands down my winner for this match. Even if Ruby shows up, I got Thunder Rosa. Let me know who you got in this 21 Women's Battle Royal. I would really like to know if you're even watching AEW. Like I said, this is my very first time trying to tackle a pay-per-view, but we're going on to the third matchup that I have for y'all. We got Jon Moxley versus Satoshi Hojima. I believe he's from New Japan. They've had quite a few face-to-faces, and now it's coming out to All Out. And I do believe that Jon Moxley will be picking up that W over Satoshi. Let me know who you got in this matchup, because this matchup ain't going to be pretty, I can tell you that. Especially with Moxley in it. You know, things get a little tough and rough whenever his matches are around. So here we go to the next matchup. This matchup I don't think really, a lot of people really care about, but we got Paul White versus QT Marshall. I got Paul White over QT Marshall. Who do you got? Do you even care about this match? Let me know down below. So we're moving on to MJF versus Chris Jericho. I know they've been having a lot of matches lately, and this is the very final match of their stuff that's been going on over there in AEW. They've had quite a few matches. I think I've already said that. But if MJF wins, Chris Jericho retires from the wrestling business, and this one for me could literally be a toss-up in the air. Actually, matter of fact, we're gonna go with the toss-up in the air. I'll be right back. Here we go. Heads, Chris Jericho wins. Tails, if you could even see, tails, MJF wins. All right, here we go. Tails, Chris Jericho. Tails, MJF. Heads, Chris Jericho. Here we go. Flipping it up. And here we go. We'll put it like this. And then we're going to do this. And I guess we're going to go with MJF. There you go. I should have went with Chris Jericho because I don't think it's done yet. But the W is going to go to MJF, the heel himself. The man that flips off children and just does not give a damn. But yeah, MJF to pick up the win over Chris Jericho. But I think Chris Jericho just might win this one. But the damn coin could be the problem here that I just flipped. But going on from that matchup, we're going on to Morrow versus Eddie Kingston. I love this promo that went on from Rampage talking about redeem these nuts. And that got one hell of a big pop from me. But I'm going to have to say Kingston, I don't think just yet. So therefore, I'm going to go with Miro, the TNT champion, over Eddie Kingston. Even though I love Eddie Kingston, he's one hell of a good promo. And I just think Morrow's going to hold on to the TNT title just for a little bit longer. So sorry, Eddie Kingston. You know, there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. And yeah. So moving on from that match, moving on to the Lucha Brothers taking on the Young Bucks for the Tag Team Championships. And I gotta say, even though I'd love to see the Lucha Brothers win this match, I just think that the only time that the Young Bucks are gonna drop the titles is whenever Kenny Omega drops his AEW title. So therefore, you know, it's kind of a flip of the coin, but I'm going to go ahead with the Young Bucks for the W, and the Lucha Brothers. Unfortunately, you got to take the L on this one, but I love you guys, and I can't wait to see when you guys actually get the championships. And if you get it, you know, this Sunday, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So moving on from that match, moving on to Britt Baker, the Women's AEW Champion, taking on Chris Stylander, AEW's residential alien. Boop. And even though I love Chris Stylander, I don't see her pinning Britt Baker, so therefore I'm taking Britt Baker over Chris Stylander, even though I love her to death and I love Britt Baker, and you know, I'm kind of cut in between, but I do think Britt Baker will be taking the W. And Chris Stylander, good to see you, nice to know you, but 1, 2, 3, you're out of there. But love you, Chris Stylander, and maybe next time. So Britt Baker over Stylander. Moving on to the next match, which is the AEW's Men's Champion, and Kenny Omega taking on Christian. I gotta say, I'm taking Kenny Omega over Christian. I don't think, you know, Christian, you know, will be champion on AEW side. I know he is the Impact champion right now over on Impact Wrestling, but I don't think he's actually going to pin Kenny Omega. So I got Kenny Omega as the winner. Loser, Christian Cage. Unfortunately, I love the guy. He's doing, I think, some of his best work right now in AEW, and that's saying something. And alright, the final matchup that I have for y'all tonight has to deal with the returning CM Punk taking on Darby Allin. This matchup could be one of the best matches on the card, but CM Punk hasn't wrestled in a good while. So with that being said, who am I going to pick? Who am I going to choose to lose? This one could be another, you know, coin toss, but, you know, with what CM Punk has had to say about Darby Allin, I could see Darby Allin going over, and I could also see, you know, this is CM Punk's very first match, so I could see him definitely going over. But with me saying that, me being a fan of Darby and CM Punk, I would like them both to win, but I don't think we're going to get that, so I'm going to have to go with the look into my eyes, and what do you see? A cult of personality. Oh man, that was cringy as hell. But I got CM Punk for the win, and this has been my very first attempt at an AEW pay-per-view. Will my predictions be right? Will they be wrong? Will I be, you know, another champ on the AEW side? But I don't know, folks. But this is the end of the video, and if you liked anything that you've seen or heard, make sure you slap a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to, if you think this video sucked ass, you can put a thumbs down. So with that being said, thank you for your watch time. I love y'all all very much, and don't drink and drive, don't text and drive. Mr. Suds, y'all already know what I gotta say. Miss the man a lot. And forever and always, ladies and gentlemen, you must keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. And I will see y'all in a few hours with that sweet and delicious news video.
Fourth pack is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission.